Alright, welcome back. This is Cult of Elections, and today's video is a follow-up video to my previous video. How many times can I say video? Yes, so today we're looking at the best case scenario for Republicans in the 2024 presidential race. Follow-up to best case for Democrats, which was my previous video. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. And I like to preface things a lot. I am using 15% plus for safe margins. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right. With that in mind, let's do the safe Democratic states in this prediction. And oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Wrong district there. So yeah, there you have it. Now, this map may look kind of silly, and to be fair, you might be correct about that. Let's just move on to safe Republican states. I can talk about the ones that I'm going to put under the likely column. But yeah, any leaner here, it's pretty much going to do that. And right off the bat here, I'm just going to stick Florida in the safe column. In 2022, it's proven that it's been possible. I wouldn't consider it likely, but then again, this whole map isn't considered likely at all. Anyways, yes, let's move on. Let me just explain these likely Democratic states. And let me actually get some facts straight over here. Anything that was remotely close. I mean, in my generic prediction, I had Delaware as a likely Democratic state, and I think that will stay. It was likely under these margin rules in 2022, and yeah, I don't think it goes any further than that, though. Oregon, borderline on that. New Jersey, borderline on that. Have just a lot of borderline states. Moving on. I mean, for things like, say, Connecticut and Rhode Island, all it would take is a 5 or 6 point shift to the right, which is possible. Again, this isn't likely. This isn't a legitimate prediction. I think you'd have to be on something to put money on a prediction like this. But I'm just saying best case scenario. And if we're talking about those, we got to talk about the big guy, New York. Yes, in 2022, we've proven that it can get shifted even into the lean blue column, but on a presidential level, I don't think that's going to happen, even in best case scenario. And then we have two left, Illinois, a leaner. Yeah, I mean, it's been likely Democratic in the governor's race in 2022. I don't think it moves to the lean column. So yeah, and then we have, wow, someone's gonna call me out about that. Okay, Colorado, not safe Republican, and actually, I think Colorado shifted too far away from Republicans at this point in time. They ran an absolute moderate in the Senate, and it still became likely Democratic. So, I mean, perhaps it could go lean under doomsday scenario, but I just don't see it. I don't. So, yes, let's go for likely Republican states, and we can start off by categorizing ones that I should have done a second ago. Okay, there we go. Likely Republican. Iowa and Ohio, I don't think they'll go far enough to go safe, but very high margins in this scenario, close to safe, but not quite there. North Carolina, probably not, but see that happening there. And given the correct candidates in Georgia, that could go likely. And of course, Texas, if Trump doesn't run, I think that's likely. If he does, it could still go likely. But that's kind of iffy there. And then finally we would put Nebraska's second and Maine's second congressional district in the likely column. Right there. So, with all that said, we don't even have a Republican victory quite yet, which is why you can say Republicans have an uphill battle to climb. Even with putting Georgia in the likely column, which regularly is a toss-up, but yeah, we still missing a lot of states, and of course I'm personally missing a lot of states. Washington likely, can't see that moving to the lean column. But anyways, yeah, uphill battle. Let's do some lean Democratic states, and here we go. It's just one, Maine at large. I can't see that moving so far to the right that a Republican could win. Of course, I could be wrong, but that is the only one that I see in this scenario being like that. And then with the lean Republican states, you can pretty much take, every toss-up that's not lean Republican to begin with and just put it there. Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. You can just easily say, yeah, those could very well happen. That's realistic. Not likely, but realistic. And then we have one more, which would be Virginia, and this is only if Glenn Youngkin runs. I think he's probably the only candidate that could bring Virginia back over to this side by a lean margin. And in this scenario, he does just that. But that's only for Glenn Youngkin. Keep that in mind. So, we have 3 more states. And I have them all in the tilt column. So, we can start with New Mexico. And this one might be the biggest stretch in them all. But if Republicans can continue making inroads with Hispanic voters, that can go. But it's going to take one hell of an effort. Something that may not even be possible at this point in time. And then we'll do something that some people might consider to be a bit of a surprise, but New Hampshire, I think has gone too far into like New England kind of standards. I don't see it going for Republicans. I just don't. And then we finally have Minnesota. Minnesota is a state where I think kind of the opposite. It could tilt to Republicans. Probably nothing more. But yes, there you have it. This is the best case scenario for Republicans in the 2024 presidential race, which is actually one electoral vote more than my best case scenario for Democrats. But keep in mind, Republicans have a more uphill battle. So, let me know what you think. If you look at this map and think it's stupid, then watch the other video and feel good about yourself. Or if you feel good about yourself here, watch the other video to humble yourself a bit. Other than that, hope you have a good one, and peace.